Has your kid ever asked you for something and then you so busy trying to tell them where it is or where it's at or when it's coming, but they still telling you that they want it? That's how God must feel. He be like, I gave it to you already, or it's on the way, or I already told you what to do, you ain't do it yet, and you still sitting there crying, screaming, and complaining. My son just sat here and just dug through a bag of snacks, looking for what he was looking for, which I know what he was looking for. I asked him, was he looking for it? He continued to keep crying and complaining, versus just listening to me for me to give him the directions. And I was like, oh my gosh, God, that must be the frustration that I'm feeling. That must be the frustration that you feel with us, because we ask you for stuff and then we don't even listen to the instructions so that we can be delegated on how to attain whatever it is that we ask you for. And that's so frustrating, because it's frustrating to me now that my son, a 6-year-old, literally just turned 6 on Wednesday, is in the back screaming for apples when it's not like 17 apples in that bag. You can't hear me because you're so busy screaming. So if you're so busy screaming to God and telling God what you want, but you're not listening for him to tell you how to get it, you're going to miss it. And eventually he's just going to stop talking. He's going to wait for you to stop fussing. He's going to wait for you to stop screaming. He's going to wait for you to shut the hell up so you can understand what he's saying to you, because you can't comprehend if you're so busy talking. You can't listen and talk at the same time. That's why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You need to listen twice as much as you talk. If this little fuck nugget would have shut up, he would have already had his apple by now. But you're so busy screaming that you're not listening that I already told you that there's a bag of apples that's open and it's a bag of apples that's closed. You're reaching in the bag of apples that's closed. The bag of apples was already open. You see how, you see? It really don't be difficult. We make stuff difficult. Just like when we tell God we want something and he be like, all right, I'll give it to this person, but I'm not giving it to you. And you think, oh, that means you're not giving it to me. No, that means I'm giving it to this version of you. So that means if this is the version that you are right now, I'm not giving it to this version. I'm giving it to that version. You sitting there like, what do you mean? Hello, Tia and Tamara. Just because you look the same don't mean that you are the same. God knows the difference between the higher version of you, which is the version that he wants, who's aligned with his will, and the version of you who you want to be, who's comfortable, and whose life is a mess that he got to keep cleaning up. So like he said, he's only giving it to Tamara. He's not giving it to Tia. So you can keep being Tia, but Tia ain't getting nothing that the big homie got, because it's for Tamara. So just because you keep showing up and thinking that don't nobody else know the difference, you be high and God knows who you are. He knows your character. He knows your integrity. He knows who you are at 3 in the morning, just like he knows who you are at 3 p.m. Okay? Stop trying to psych God out. Just like this little fuck nugget in the back trying to psych me out, making me think that I'm crazy, like I didn't open a bag of apples and have apples that was closed for him to have for next week for school. You can't psych me, baby. I'm just gonna be quiet and calm. Cause since you think you got your degree and you know every goddamn thing.